day, all day. All day, all day. I know you.
Yes, let's talk about some truths. In the winter, we are not supposed to be out and about during the night. Okay, before we as civilization came up with fluorescent lighting, street lights, just the lights in your own house, right? When you were in small villages that needed fire for light, you didn't go out at night. That was a time of conservation, a time to protect what you currently have, a time to follow tradition, practice, in order to see yourself through the winter, to survive that time period, right? So, autumn is a preparation for the winter, because that's when you are going to have more difficulty with accumulating resources. This is the time where you have to be way more conscious of your day-to-day. Therefore, getting enough sunshine, accumulating enough resources like food, shelter, sustenance, and general challenges, that's another thing. So, just bringing wintertime grind time to more of some theory and practice. Wintertime, it's almost in essence a time of depression and regression, because as I said, historically humans, they couldn't go out gallivanting in the winter months doing exactly the same as they did in the summer months, because literally there was less daylight, and secondly there was a lot, the conditions were worse in these colder countries, where you couldn't travel for as long because you could die of pneumonia, or you could it's different challenges in the winter. You didn't go on long expeditions. It's straightforward. So bring that to today's world. We live in concrete jungles, Babylon, and by and large, we tell ourselves we should be just thriving just as much during the winter months and the dark months as we are in the summer. But that is a total lie. Okay? You need to be conservative to an extent. You need to do your practices, your behaviors, and plan for the other side of winter. You need to build, hunt, gather, and get ready. So, winter time grind. Okay, people? Do what you love. Me? All day, more or less, I'd be listening to music. If I wasn't listening to music, I would be down in the dumps. So, do what you love. If what you love is people or things, then put yourselves into those topics, into those things. Try and do it in a way which is long term, okay? Not short term, because this is not a short term time period. That's what we're building towards wintertime grind time, which is aiming to get to the other side towards spring and the summer. So, the last thing, I've never said this before, but stay away from drugs and alcohol if you are struggling with winter time grind time, because those are short-term quick fixes to your well-being and your minds and your state of mind. You need to focus on the long term. What are you doing in the summer? When are you going to get your winter body? Now is when you build. Let's do it, everybody. Wintertime grind time. You know who it is. Pay my love and Dave Robinson. More than the rest, one of Luton's very own, aka the Business Ma, aka Red Hand. Share this video, this video, because it's important. You know it is. Share it. Tag me when you've shared it. Do all of that stuff, because it needs to be talked about more. Hashtag Wintertime Grind Time, aka Winter Blues.
You a genius, man. You a fucking genius, bro. My God.